Student YO Universe.
Pinaka-latest sa pop culture trend.
Bringing the latest and the hottest trending topics. From the ultimate movers and shapers.
It's very interesting na ang daming nominations na nakuha ng The Artist.
To everything else under the sun.
I'm very excited kasi ito na yung Olympics eh.
We don't just listen to the student's voice, we amplify it.
Ayun po sa anti-planking law, parang sobrang lang yan. Kasi, di ba?
Because it's not just a student's world, it's our universe. Student YO Universe.
Magandang umaga mga classmates. It's another hot Friday morning ngayong summer. At hindi lang basta ibang araw, isang kung anong araw lang to ng summer. Dahil dito sa UP Diliman
ay start na, oo.
Yes, simula na ng summer term. Kaya medyo magiging busy pa rin ang ilang mga mag-aaral dito. Kabilang na ang YO Universal team actually. Pero we will still be here to bring you...
Kailangan nandito pa rin tayo, no?
Yes, to bring you the hottest in pop culture every week. Dahil ito ang
Student YO Universe.
Ako si Nina.
At ako naman si Vince.
And as always, Student YO Universe is your one and only venue for some interactive, youthful, informative, and profound angle on anything and everything pop culture. Tapos syempre hindi mabubuo ang pop culture kung walang participation ng mga listeners at ibang pang mga ka-universe natin, 'di ba?
Oo. Kung may klase kayo ngayon, mag-focus kayo sa mga tuturo ng teacher niyo. Pero kung wala naman, makinig kayo dito sa Student YO Universe at i-send ang inyong mga comments or reactions sa ating mga trending topics mamaya. Sa Facebook ay pwede niyo hanapin ang aming official Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/studentyouniverse. At sa Twitter naman ay pwede niyo i-tweet ang inyong comments about the program sa aming official Twitter account. That's www.twitter.com/SYOUniverse.
And as always, hindi lang namin basta-basta nakukuha ang mga trending topics kung saan-saan. Mahaba proseso pinagdadaanan ito.
Kahit na summer, di ba? Same process. Kahit na magiging busy tayo with ACADS, kailangan parang up par yung ating mga binibigay ng trending topics na natin mga nakukuha. Kaya naman, wag na natin patagalin pa kung saan ba natin nakuha ang mga trending topics na ito.
On Student YO Universe, we go deeper into what's hot, what's happening, and what matters to the youth. The YO Universal team is composed of 15 students who pull together recent pop culture news from the most relevant websites and choose the top 5 most talked about topics online. Our universe revolves around your voice because your voice is our number one choice.
Ayan, so alam nyo nga naman mga classmates kung gaano kahalaga ang prosesong ito na pagdaanan ng bawat trending topic. Parang ritual no? Na parang this is how you get initiated into the trending circle.
O tsaka sabi dun sa ating source bill, diba, we matter the voice of the youth. So, diba, lahat tayo ay involved dito. Kahit kung teenager ka man or feeling young at heart, diba?
Yes,
kasama
that's
na yan.
True. Basta ikaw ay isang boses sa mundo ng pop culture.
Totoo yan.
At dahil nga ito tungkol sa yung pagiging involved ang unang topic natin ngayon ay nasa mundo ng social media. So, huwag na natin ito patagalin. Ito ang Number 5.
Number 5.
At number 5, James Franco speaks up on his Instagram scandal, I learned my lesson.
Ayun. Yun ang sinabi niya.
Yes, kasi meron daw mga bali-balita na si James Franco ay nag-ayang makipagkita at mag-date sa isang 17-year-old girl via Instagram. Reminder lang mga ka-universe na si James Franco po ay 35 years old. This is why it caused such a huge stir aside from the fact na isa siyang malaking celebrity sa Hollywood.
At before this scandal, parang he is very favored by the fans, diba?
So, ang masasabi niya tungkol dito ay, I'm embarrassed and I guess I'm just a model of how social media is tricky. It's the way people meet each other every day, but what I've learned, I guess just because I'm new to it, it's like you don't know who's on the other end. I used bad judgment and I learned my lesson. Tapos, sabi pa niya, not only do I have to go through the embarrassing kind of rituals of meeting someone, sometimes if I do that, then it gets, published for the world. So now it's like doubly embarrassing. So parang yung, he made a mistake yung, hindi niya masyadong nababantayan yung ano daw, yung
yung
kanyang paggamit ng
ng social
Instagram.
media. Pero
Walang
interestingly, may
judgment.
Twitter siya before Instagram. So, before that, may social media account na siya. So, alam na.
Tsaka, being part of this circle where you interact with other people who are also real, na kasi the things you do online also have real effects on real people. So, parang, I'm not sure kung ikaw ba, masasabi mo bang valid reason na kung bakit ito nangyari at itong issue na to na yung may ganito siyang arrangement with a minor, just because of what he said na social media is tricky, bilang lahat naman tayo may responsibilidad dito.
Wala, aminin naman natin na very complex nga ang social media. I mean, lahat tayo na nga pa kung paano gagamitin yung mga Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, ganyan. Pero in James Franco's kanyang side, parang sa tingin ko, for me, may Twitter account na siya before using it, and he is already aware of the anonymous messages, ganyan. Pero I think natuwa lang siya sa Instagram. I mean, it's a new platform for him kasi iba nga ang Twitter, di ba? You share 140 characters with millions of people, pero sa Instagram you share photos directly. And dito sa case na to, he asked the girl to tag him in an Insta video. So in that format, parang wala pa talaga masyadong nangyari pagpapakilanlanan. So maybe he really tried to just know the girl without actually hitting on her.
Tapos, itong thing about yung him hitting on her, kasi iba-iba rin naman yung sensibilities natin sa bawat culture tungkol sa mga ganitong bagay, yung mga relationships na yung, in this case, medyo intergenerational, na naging big deal siya kasi minor.
Oo, 17-year-old, grabe.
Yeah, pero kasi iba-iba yung age of consent sa, for example, sa
different countries.
Yeah, sa iba't ibang countries. Pero the thing is, according to sources, siya ay isang Scottish tourist. So, talagang cross-cultural masyado no? Pero yung isa pang issue about this is it could have been a marketing ploy daw.
Oo, dahil sa kanyang upcoming movie na Palo Alto, kung saan coincidentally ang plot nito ay isa siyang coach kung saan na-fall in love siya sa kanyang young student. Yun.
Na parang medyo pareho yung premise. Pero ayun nga, he has spoken on TV about it na inaako daw niya ang kanyang lapse in judgment. And do you think na sapat na ba itong yung parang public apology niya?
Well, wait. Okay, feeling ko sapat na yun on his part. Kasi pero nakita ko kasi yung exchange of messages talaga. I mean, hindi lang sila sa Instagram nag-usap through iMessage as well. Which is, we know, I mean, sa mga universal na classmate Nina, ang iMessage po ay kailangan meron talagang exchange of email addresses for you guys to message each other. So, ibig sabihin, merong, hindi lang level 1 of interaction yung nangyari sa kanila, kung hindi, parang bumaba pa sila dun sa level of exchanging email addresses. And actually, kung makikita mo, yung way of messaging, medyo may pagka-sweet, ganyan. Well, it's just based on my interpretation, no? May gumagamit siya ng mga X na gano'n, which, in social media language is X, ay hug pala, I mean. And, if it's, sabi nga, diba, kung sa Palo Alto, parang marketing strategy ito, do you think we should entertain that move? I mean, effective ba to sa atin?
Well, as with any other kind of news na of this nature, the more we pay attention to it, the more it will spread, diba? And the more it will become legitimized as a marketing ploy kasi we give it the attention that it is looking for, whether or not we want to. So, talagang the trick is to be discerning, diba?
Good or bad publicity, it's still publicity. Ayan, pinag-uusapan na nga dito natin sa Student YOU Universe ito, no? Si James Franco.
So, ayun mga classmates, I think we can move on now from our number 5 topic. Here, the lesson is let's always be responsible on social media. As we shape pop culture, we also shape our lives. No,
yes.
Miss Universe po. Miss YO Universe.
Ayun,
diba? So, sa ating susunod na topic ay ito naman itungkol sa mga pagbabago sa social media. And I don't know if I can still keep up with all of these changes kasi ang daming nangyayari.
Medyo complicated. Tulad nga sinabi natin kanina, medyo complex talaga ang social media.
So, ito na. Magmuna tayo. Ito na ang ating
number 4. At ang ating number 4, Twitter rolls out new design that looks like Facebook. Well, parang grabe, no? Parang inaccuse talaga natin agad na kamukha talaga ng Facebook yung Twitter. Ayan.
Yeah, actually, nakita ko na yung
Yung new design?
Oo.
Oh, yes.
And I have the option to change na sa profile ko, pero di ko pa binabago. Ikaw.
Okay. Ako wala pa. Chinay ko kagabi parang, ba't ganito pa rin yung itsura?
Okay.
Wala pa rin big cover photo. So, ayun na nga. Starting on April 8, Twitter's design will be more visual. The social networking site's new design resembles the design of Facebook kung saan merong cover photo kung saan 1,500 by 1,500 yung makakover ng photo. Yun yung biggest. And then at the lower left, and then mo makikita ang iyong profile picture kung saan very familiar rin tayo dahil nga ito nga ang setup ng Facebook. And sabi na ito daw ang biggest redesign ng Twitter since birth. Ang pinaka-noticeable change nga yung header photo, and then ang iba pang mga changes ay pwede mo i-pin parang sa Facebook, 'di ba? Mayroon mga pin posts.
Yeah.
Ngayon ay pwede ka na rin mag-pin ng tweet mo sa pinakataas.
Yeah, pero 'di ba may mga multiple tweets you can parang highlight multiple tweets kasi may kita mo na lang yung ibang tweets regular size tapos biglang may malaki.
Ayun. So parang ganoon din sa Facebook, 'di ba? Merong highlight, merong flagship post, ganyan. Tapos iba pa dito sa mga changes na to ay kapag hinover mo daw yung iyong mouse sa left corner ay makikita mo yung entire list of profile photos, and then makikita mo rin yung
so may history na ng profile. Okay.
And under those profile photos ay makikita mo rin yung user information about that picture.
Okay.
Tapos, iba pa dito ay sa timeline mo naman, di ba kung saan mo makikita yung tweets ng iba't ibang fina-follow mo mga tao, pwede mo na i-filter. Nag-follow ka tapos i-filter mo pa. Grabe, sobrang filtering na talaga to. Makikita mo, pwede mo i-search specifically yung mga tweets ni, for example, classmate Nina for this specific hour. Yun lang yung mga lalabas na tweets sa timeline mo. And then, meron ka ding option to actually look at your following and followers lists in a grid view.
Oh, okay. So talagang you're right. Ang laking ang redesign nito na yung hindi lang parang hindi lang yung interface, hindi lang yung itsura yung nagbago, talagang pati yung features may nadagdag. Tas I've tried navigating through the new Twitter layout
Sige,
through
how was
some
your
of my
experience?
friends. I don't know if it's because bago lang siya at naninibago ako or talagang wala siyang kwentang design. Although, of course, there's hardly any form of design in terms of the web that you can label na walang kwenta kasi pinaghirapan yan eh.
True.
Pero ako sa tingin ko parang okay na eh. Okay na kung ano yung Twitter before this new look.
Parang don't fix it if it ain't broke. Yes.
Yeah. So, maraming beses na tayo napahamak dahil dyan. Pati nga sa sports eh.
Oo. Pati yung mga movies ng mga childhood movies, di ba? Na hindi na kailangan gawan ng reboot. Ay, may feels pa pala sa ibang
grabe. Pero, yung another real issue here is yung how there's so much similarity between Facebook and Twitter na parang yung may Facebook ka tapos pareho na nga yung features sa Twitter, so nag-Twitter ka pa, so parang how does this change our experience online na there's so much borrowing or some would even say imitation among social networking sites?
Well, pwede natin tignan na Facebook and Twitter as two separate entities and tignan natin kung ano nga ba yung goal nila as a social networking site. So, we have Twitter as a microblogging site because 140 characters lang, di ba? I mean, limited tayo mag-post ng ganyan, limited tayo mag-post ng pictures one at a time. While on Facebook, pwede talaga natin, we have the luxury to post more than what we can post on Twitter. Like, we can create whole albums, di ba, ganyan. Pero with this design, tulad nga na sinabi mo, classmate Nina, nagkakaroon ng merging sa mga design nila. And for me, parang isa siyang sign na baka mamaya magsawa na yung mga tao. Mamaya, may Twitter na ako, pero baka pwede ko na i-let go yung Facebook ko since I can actually upload pictures on Twitter and then maybe I can use another social platform to actually upload all my albums, for example, Dropbox, di ba?
Pero ako personally, I can't let go of of either one of my Facebook or Twitter accounts kasi it's not just yung what we'd like to do with these things that matters nowadays, since our lives are migrating to this virtual space of social media. Nandun din yung factor ng what we need to do, like for example, on Twitter, you cannot coordinate with people you're working with, people you're studying with, the same way you can coordinate on Facebook.
True. Oo, kasi nga may limit, 'di ba? May limit din yung tagging ng people.
Yes.
So you can actually create groups on Twitter, but you can actually create lists, but that only allows you to see the certain people of their tweets, 'di ba, sa lists mo.
Oo, so talagang sa yung flexibility ng social media na ganito, it has its pros and cons, pero in the end it's yung all about how we shape our lives, na yung we shape our lives and by extension we shape the platforms on which we live our lives. So, will you be are you expecting or looking forward to more changes in the future?
Well, nung nakita ko talaga ito kagabi, parang sobrang complex na. As in, binabasa ko yung mga bagong features, parang, tama na please, okay na yun eh. Okay na yung dating Twitter. Actually, okay na yung very first version ng Twitter. Kaya, I mean, sana in-improve na lang yung speed and all, di ba, yung performance and
Probably.
Yung consistency ng drives nila, ng hard drives nila, di ba? And, alam mo, guys, kanya. I mean, wag tayo magbago ng mga bagay-bagay na hindi naman kailangan baguhin. Yes, true.
So, ayun mga classmates, yan nga ang ating mga napag-usapan ngayong first segment ng Student YO Universe tungkol sa mundo ng social media. Mamaya sa ating pagbabalik ay medyo may ganun pa ring factor.
Medyo mga apps pa rin, ganyan.
Pero may may ibang factor na may music at merong
TV,
meron
no?
meron ding less on social media. Pero abangan niyo yun mga classmates, huwag kayong aalis, magbabalik
ang Student YO Universe.
Student YO Universe.
Ang DZUP 1602 ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Sa DZUP 1602, kasali ka! Welcome back mga classmates dito sa nag-iisang hottest radio program kada Friday morning, lalo na ngayong summer. Ito ang
Student YO Universe.
Ako si Nina.
At ako naman si Vince.
And as always, we're still here to discuss the hottest in pop culture.
The top 5 mga pinag-uusapan ngayon sa bayan-bayan dyan.
And dahil, hindi ko alam kung gagana tong segue na to, pero dahil nga ito yung pinag-uusapan, it's making a lot of noise.
Ayun.
And music. Ayan, nag-work yung segue ko.
Kasi noise, it's also a form of, parang sound wave, ganyan. Wow.
Ay, grabe.
Ang technical,
Grabe, ang layo naman po.
Ay, sorry.
Okay, so, wag na natin patagalin pa ang ating diskusyon sa ating second segment ngayong umaga. Ito ang
Number 3. At number 3, Spotify says mabuhay to Filipino music lovers. So ang international music streaming service provider na Spotify ay officially launched in the Philippines na noong Tuesday, April 8, 2014. Na kung saan classmate Nina at mga ka-universe ay mayroong 24 million active users in the world. And ito ay available sa mobile, tablet, and desktop all over the country. So maybe we can access it right now, ganon. So the service allows users to discover and listen to free music, pero alam ko hindi nila pwede i-store yung music sa kanila sa mga devices unless you are a premium user.
And paano naman maging premium user?
To be a premium user, you have to pay 129 pesos per month, and sa US ay $9.99. So i-compute natin yan, conversion, ganyan, math and all the equations and all. Parang hindi ganun kapantay, 'di ba? Parang around $10, around 400 pesos. Pero tayo 129 pesos lang. So it's fairly cheap, no? So parang maybe we can actually avail this premium version of Spotify. So sabi nga ng director for Asia ng Spotify, Spotify takes music enjoyment to a whole new level. Sabi niya, users get to access over 30 million songs, ranging from global hits, yung mga top 40, ganyan. And then, pwede rin sila mag-browse ng mga OPM tracks. So, this is what's nice, diba?
So talagang may, merong something about Spotify Philippines na talagang for the Philippine market.
Yes. Kaya nga nagsabi ng mabuhay.
Okay.
Ayun. So, ayun. Actually, nung nabasa ko tong news na to, parang nagkaroon ako ng concern kasi mamaya, maybe the songs na available sa Spotify for the international artists lang. Pero ayun nga, sinabi rin niya na meron ding extensive collection extensive pa daw ng OPM tracks. And sabi ang Spotify daw ay pwede ka pa mag-follow ng iyong friends or favorite celebrities and tingnan yung kanilang mga playlists. For example, anong mga feelings nila for this song, ganyan.
So parang ano talaga siya, music-based social networking site. I remember a few years ago, meron ako account sa iMeme.
Yeah.
Ba yun?
Familiar.
Na dun ako dati nakahanap ng mga rare songs, yung mga OST ng mga anime, ganun. Tapos there's a good thing and a bad thing about yung different music genres coexisting on the same platform. On one hand, parang mas nagmo-merge yung different groups of people who consume music na siguro indie meets mainstream. So, mas na-broaden pa yung musical horizons natin. On the other hand, parang this may harm the market of some industries kasi alam naman natin sa social media, we generate the content. So, if for example, one fan base dominates the others, baka mamaya maging masyado ng malaki yung presence nila and hindi na mag-coexist harmoniously yung mga consumers of music sa
so
website.
parang ngayon, walang division, no? For example, pop, rock, mga may gusto ng ganon.
Yes.
Pero pag at some point, mamaya ino-dominate na nga siya, for example, specifically ng mga fandoms ganyan, mamaya hindi na mawala na yung balance, no? Pero sabi naman ng executive director ng Spotify, sabi niya, ito yun daw yung promise nila sa kanilang music lovers in the Philippines. We're just about to offer you the best free music experience ever. In the end of last year, we made quite a significant change in the business. Before you can access it only in the desktop, but now you're able to access it for free across all your devices, sabi nga ni Kaur.
So, ayun naman din yung good thing about yung different groups of music, different groups of music consumers coming together na, kasi like we always say here in Student YO Universe, lalo na tayong mga concert lovers, just, music brings us all together. And I do hope na that is how Spotify evolves here in the Philippines. Are you optimistic about that?
Actually, I've never been a fan of any music social media platform, for example, SoundCloud, 8Tracks, ganyan. Pero parang naisip ko pwede ko i-try tong Spotify na pwede ko gumawa ng mga playlist, for example, for a specific emotion, diba?
Yeah.
Gusto ko feel happy, ganyan.
Pero since nabanggit mo, but sobrang dami na nating music-based social networking sites or mga music-based websites na streaming, sharing, na parang ano ba ang maihahatid ng lahat ng to sa atin na surely these series if you want to go by the old saying, necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes,
diba? So anong masasabi mo dun?
Well, di ba first of all, pwede nating istignan na itong mga creators ng Spotify, 8Tracks, or SoundCloud, nakita sila ng market, no? To actually create an application na magkikater ng music. And for me, kahit gaano man kadami, I mean, di ba, ito yung para sa akin. SoundCloud is for those who are actually independent artists, ganyan, na mga nag-upload ng kanilang mga own recorded songs through SoundCloud. And then sa Spotify naman, makikita mo, ito yung mga executively produced, diba? Na mga ni-record talaga sa studio and all. And yung sa 8Tracks, hindi ako masyado familiar. Ikaw ba, classmate Nina, sa 8Tracks?
I know what 8Tracks is about, na talagang it's yung playlist based on different filters na 8 tracks talaga na it's fun kasi yung people get to share their feelings or thoughts just through music. I mean, ang naiisip ko lang siguro dito is kahit na nag-aagawan ng attention din ang mga music and video streaming sites na to, dahil in some way din naman ay may iba't iba silang mga purpose, iba't ibang mga atake, like you said na SoundCloud mostly used by unsigned artists na in some way, the internet is a great equalizer.
True,
na talagang lahat tayo ay pantay-pantay kapag tayo ay online. Na,
yes.
Diba? So, kanina ba ako nag-Miss Universe dito?
Mga sagot mo pang beauty queen, So, ayan. So,
dala-dala ko po yan.
So, makikita nga natin na parang you have music where it introduces you to yourself, getting to know yourself, and you have the social media who actually can who can actually dito introduce you in a social media world, diba?
So ayun, let's all enjoy the music. Let's let the music bring us all together. Dahil ano pa ba naman ang gagawin natin sa music, diba? diba? It's another kind of language. So why not speak of love and happiness and all the good things in the world, diba?
Wait lang, meron kasing raise na issue, no? Parang sinasabi, Spotify is a foreign product na dinalang dito sa Philippines. It's not originally made here, no? So parang, do you think it's a way of actually us again trying to patronize foreign products, hindi katulad nung sa atin? Well, wala pa namang nag-e-exist na parang music platform online na for OPM lang, 'di ba? Ikaw, ano sa tingin mo?
Ako, ang masasabi ko dito is yung yun nga, tulad ng nasabi natin kanina, these different genres coexist naman talaga together. So, there's a chance pa rin na kahit na foreign yung product, we can still consume music na sariling atin. Kasi it all depends talaga on the consumer, yung the content we create. And besides, meron ding yung mga online radios.
Diba? Totoo yan.
Na, I was part of one when I was in high school.
Yan.
Tapos may ibang mga nabubuhay pa. Tapos, ang pagkakaalam ko, hindi lang din ito yung naunang music platform dito. Is Spinner.ph another. So, ayun, it's not something new, pero it's perhaps taking us in a new direction kasi may sariling market ng Spotify. Tas user-based naman siya. So, talagang lots of involvement going on.
Gusto mo naman customization, ganyan, di ba?
Yes.
Baguhin yung profile, yung background. Gusto natin yung mga ganyan.
And dahil gusto nga natin na tayo in control of the content we consume.
Gusto tayo ang in control.
Sa ating number 2 ay pag-uusapan natin kung paano ang fans ng isang hit TV series na natapos kailan lang ay nag-speak out tungkol sa kanilang mga emotions.
Feeling ko alam na ng mga ka-universe to.
Yes, na-discuss na natin to last week. Pag-uusapan nga natin how the fans have helped this series evolve. Okay, so ito na ang number 2.
Number 2.
Ayon sa mga creators ng How I Met Your Mother, there is a Plan B ending in store for the fans.
Celebrate, fans!
So, kung matatandaan natin, mga classmates, nung nag-premiere ang finale ng How I Met Your Mother, so many fans were shocked. Some were disappointed even. And some talagang, after several seasons of following the show, they suddenly hated it just because of that one finale.
Yes.
So, sabi kasi ng mga creators, 'di ba, na ang ending na ginamit nila ay yung na conceptualize na nila at na-shoot pa nga, no, I think, nung season 2
pa. Oo, grabe.
Pero, ayon kay Craig Thomas, co-creator and executive producer of How I Met Your Mother, we love all HIMYM fans and respect all opinions, so we want to share that Plan B with you on the series box set.
So it's not gonna be available sa ating mga TV sets, pero in a different form. Gunya ay sa DVD.
So, kung matatandaan natin, ay April 1 inere yung finale. So, dito
April
sa Manila.
Fools, no?
Dito sa Manila. So, akala talaga natin April Fools lang ito. Pero, ayun, fan reaction has been divided. Kaya nga, there is another ending that will be released on DVD. May mga speculations na kung ano yung ending na to eh. Some are saying na it's a different ending altogether, na it's all happy. Tapos some are saying na talagang ikakat lang yung sad part.
Grabe
Oo, na talagang that kid is How I Met Your Mother, blank.
So parang hindi na sila nag-effort to actually create an alternate ending. Pero parang ibang way of alternating the ending na parang ikakat lang nila yung bad part. Grabe.
Tas ang sabi din nila, akala ng mga, or ang sabi ng mga creators is they couldn't just go with that ending, na parang nahirapan din sila. Kasi syempre, ikaw ba naman, you worked on something for so long.
Yes, for 9 years.
Oo. Siguro mahirap din gawin sa'yo yung isang napakabigat na desisyon na yung to get rid of a beloved character. So, they said na gumawa din talaga sila ng alternate ending kasi they knew some part of them still wanted that happy ending.
Well, di ba classmate Nina, before i-release tong official statement
Yes.
na nagkaroon nga ng magkakaroon ng alternate ending, merong fan-made video, di ba, na ginawa na parang
Yes.
ito yung gusto ng fans na mangyari sa How I Met Your Mother. Pero
Yes,
ang nangyari
nakita ko
ay
nga
na-take
to.
down daw. Yung video na yun due to copyright issues.
Yung siguro kasi nga matagal naman ng issue ang mga fan-made videos online. I mean, I used to make fan-made videos myself and talagang may issue sa content use na kasi we're using it without permission or baka naman possibly kasi alam mo na baka yun talaga yung naisip nila.
Baka mamaya, ito yung ending na ipapresent natin. Ay, take down nyo yan. Ay, grabe. Ganun talaga.
Pero what's also interesting is talagang yung mas favorable, yung alam ng creators na magiging mas favorable na ending, yun pa yung nilagay sa sa DVD. Kasi if you think about it, kapag yun ay release nila, what's the point of creating the original ending na yung malungkot? Aside from siguro yung special feature na this is what we wanted to happen. Pero yun, on the other hand, it could be a marketing and it could be a marketing ploy for profit kasi
Totoo yan.
it's what people want to see and it was kept under wraps na talagang until in-announce to, no one knew na
magkakaroon ng series box set, di ba?
And no one knew din as well na magkakaroon ng alternate ending. So,
at saka kung pinagpalit mo, nilagay mo yung happy ending sa original ending, yung happy ending sa TV and then yung sad ending sa DVD, walang bibili ng DVD, diba?
It's talagang catering to the fandom talaga. Kasi, after all, it's rare din for a show like that to last for 9 seasons.
Yes.
Na it's not just a guessing game, it's about the relationships in the show na not just of the characters but of the characters with the audience.
So dun sa dalawang ending na present nila, makikita mo yung influence ng audience, 'di ba? Kung sinunod nila yung ending na yun ng season 2, I'm pretty sure hindi pa ganoon kalakas yung power ng audience, 'di ba, through social media and wala pa mga hashtag na nagte-trend ganyan. While yung create nila na ending na happy, ito na yung sinalin nila yung consent ng audience kung saan kailangan maging masaya sila. Tulad nga 'di ba sa Veronica Mars na kung saan sila yung nag-fund para magkaroon ng movie version ng Veronica Mars para sa mga fans nito na baka hindi pa alam. Ito na, no? Celebrate, rejoice. Ayun na, magkakaroon ng movie ang Veronica Mars kung saan fans nga yung nag-fund. So ikaw, anong masasabi mo about the power of the fans?
Sobrang lakas din nga naman talaga na influence ng fans kasi to some extent you have to follow what they want to the creators have to follow what the fans want din talaga kasi or else kung bakit ka tatangkilikin, 'di ba? Pero as a creator, may responsibilidad ka not only to the fans but also to yourself na do what you want but do it wisely, I guess.
Yun. So ito, last question, sa tingin mo ba karapat, I mean, parang deserve na gumawa ng alternate ending? Parang, do you think the creators did it right na kailangan meron pa silang alternate ending? Or they should have stuck with their first idea nung season 2 pa?
I'm not sure kasi on one hand sayang yung footage. Tsaka siguro sometimes as an artist there are some things you just can't let go.
Wow, let it go, Joe.
So talagang you have to you have to go through the motions, tie up all loose ends para ma-justify yung artistic license mo.
Well, for me, feeling ko dapat at all, hindi na sila gumawa ng alternate ending and they should have stuck with what they presented on TV. Kasi, alam mo yun, parang it shows how confident you are as an artist. Parang, this is what we did 2 seasons ago without actually the involvement of the fans. Na tumagal sila maybe at least 6 seasons kung saan hindi pa talaga ganun ka-involve yung mga trending topics, ganyan. And parang it shows how how vulnerable they're actually sama na ugali ko para sa mga creators ng How I Met Your Mother. Pero I mean, for me, they would have looked more stronger and more firm as creators kung hindi na sila gumawa ng alternate ending.
Good point. So, talagang, to some extent, we're playing in the palms of each other's hands, the creators and the fans. No?
True.
Pero, ayun, abangan na lang siguro natin kung ano ang magiging outcome ng alternate ending ng How I Met Your Mother na.
Sabihin niyo na lang sa amin.
At sabi nga ng karamihan, kung ano man yung happy alternate ending na yun, dapat yun na lang daw eh. So, antay na lang natin mga classmates. Huwag tayo masyadong ma-excite,
yes.
diba? Okay, so, huwag kayong aalis mga classmates dahil hindi pa tapos ang ating usapan ngayon dahil kung last week ay pinag-usapan natin ang pagtatapos ng How I Met Your Mother, may isa pang pagtatapos na maghaganap.
May very malungkot, no?
Yes, in the near future.
Yes.
So, keep it locked in mga classmates. Huwag kayong aalis at magbabalik ang
Student YO Universe.
Student YO Universe.
Ang DZUP 1602 ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas. DZUP 1602, kasaka.
Welcome back mga classmates dito sa nag-iisang hottest pop culture program sa balat ng radio. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that!
Sa balat ng radio, I love it.
Grabe. So anyway, eto na classmates, ang Student YO Universe. Ako si Nina.
At ako naman si Vince.
And for this last segment, today we are going to be joined by one of our beloved classmates na siguro ay narinig nyo na at nakita nyo na rin dati, lalo na kapag lumalabas kayo at tumitingin sa langit kapag gabi because he's a star.
Ang nasa ay matutuwa na nandito siya, no?
Yes. And teka, ito I see
Classmate James. Correspondent ulit ako after a long time. Pero yun.
And update lang bago tayo pumunta sa ating number 1 topic. Ito, may bagong tweet na retweet nga ng ating Student YO Universe account. The How I Met Your Mother series DVD collection comes out this fall.
Wow, ayun na.
So, ayun.
Excited na tayo lahat, no?
Yes. So, alam na natin what to look forward to.
Yes.
Diba? So, ayun. Bago natin puntahan ang ating number 1, daanan muna natin ang ating mga napag-usapan kanina. Starting with number 5, James Franco on Instagram scandal, I learned my lesson.
At number 4, Twitter rolls out the new design that looks like Facebook.
At number 3, Spotify says mabuhay to Filipino music lovers.
At bago nga tayo mag-break, na pag-usapan natin at number 2, ang Plan B ending ng How I Met Your Mother na sabi ng creators ay magiging available nga sa series box set.
So, wag na nating patagalin ang ating pagpunta sa ating topic. While it is sad, there is still a spot of hope for it,
yes.
Diba? Ito na ang ating
number
1.
Number one.
At number 1, Archie Andrews will die. In the upcoming Life with Archie issue lang naman, no? Kasi diba alam naman natin na dalawa itong series ng ni Archie Andrews. And ito ay yung isa, yung Archie Andrews na kung saan pinapakita yung high school life niya, no? And na makikita rin yung mga pranks and all, yung mga jokes. And then yung isa naman ay yung Life with Archie na kung saan i-feature yung life niya after high school. And dalawa daw yung life niya married with the girl next door, Betty Cooper. And yung isa naman na very mayaman na si Veronica Lodge. Diba, classmate James?
So ayun nga, yung Archie in the comics, sobrang tagal na niya. It's been running 4 years and more than 50 years na ata siyang nag-run. Kung di ako nagkakamali.
Wow, grabe.
Oo, ganun siya
Golden
tagal.
age
And then, yun, I started reading Archie siguro high school. Tapos nagulat na lang ako na sobrang tagal na pala niya. Tapos kung titignan nyo, sobrang liit lang naman ng comics. Tapos minsan nagdo-double digest sila.
Wow.
Yun yung sobrang kapal. And then, meron din silang nire-release na parang comics na certain to each character. Like si Betty and Veronica, meron silang sarili nila na comic base.
So talagang ina-expand yung universe ng
Oo,
Archie.
na parang, hindi lang kasi, nung una, Archie lang siya, as in si Archie Andrews lang na, isa siyang red-headed guy and then may freckles.
With freckles,
So parang, yung gusto nilang i-describe is parang typical American. And then, si Archie kasi parang, parang mahilig siya sa pranks, pero laging bumabalik sa kanya yung pranks na ginagawa rin ng mga kaklase niya sa kanya. So parang siya yung bully. Pero, yun. Tapos, siya rin yung laging, kailangan niya magtrabaho na ganito para may pang-date siya kay Veronica. Tapos, si Betty naman, yung isa na parang,
Girl next door.
yung, parang friend ni Archie na parang may gusto. So, parang ganon yung story
May friend
niya.
zone pala
And then,
ito.
yun nga, bawat friends, kasi Riverdale yung lugar nila.
Wow.
So, bawat tao sa Riverdale, meron silang kwento. Like, si Jughead yung best friend ni Archie.
Okay.
So, ganun siya, nagbe-branch out siya ng ganun. And then, parang tumagal, yun nga, nagkaroon sila ng mga sarili-sariling story, pero hindi sila nawala dun sa high school situation na parang, ito, ganito, nasa school sila. Tapos, anong mga pranks yung nape-play. Kaso, ayun nga, dinevelop ng authors, ng creators, na magkaroon nga ng parang, hindi naman sa mature, pero another world. Ito yung Life with Archie. Ito yung parang after high school, syempre college, ganyan. Ano nang nangyari sa kanila. And, yun, sobrang realistic na niya. Kailangan na nilang kumapit sa iba't ibang dimensions ng life, sa iba't ibang aspects ng
may
life.
mga natatouch na sila na dati hindi part ng high school.
Oo, yun. Tapos parang yun nga, sa Life with yun nga, nagkaroon pa siya ng marriage na meron kay Veronica, meron kay Betty, kasi parang kanina, power of fans. Parang yung mga fans kasi dapat kay Veronica talaga siya inclined. Kasi yung mga fans na for Betty. So, ayun, nagkakaroon sila ng parang kino-contest nila na parang dapat meron din kay Betty. So, yun, to sum it up, parang nagkaroon ng Life with Archie, and then syempre in-explore nila na yung possibility ng death. Yun, so nagkaroon nga ng ganun. And then ang sabi nila, mamamatay siya heroically, saving one of his friends. Hindi ko lang alam kung sino kasi hindi pa naman nasa-spill. Lalabas yung issue this July. Siya yung 36th issue.
So
and
talagang
then,
parang may onting similarity na hindi sa atake ng How I Met Your Mother, na yung may mga different happenings na parang exploring yung the different ways in which the story could go.
Tapos yun, mamamatay siya. Yun yung in-announce. As in, mamamatay siya.
Ayan
yun na yun. Tapos walang clue. Tapos sa 37th issue, ang mangyayari is, parang ipapakita, a year after his death, ano ba yung nangyari dun sa friends niya. So like parang How I Met, di ba? Nag-focus sila sa iba't ibang storyline ng friendship, ganyan. Pero in the end, they're a group pa rin. So, parang ganun yung nangyari dun sa Archie. And then, kung bibilangin nyo raw, yung years na nabuhay si Archie Andrews, and then yung mamamatay siya, this 2014, 63 years old na siya. So,
wait, tumatanda ba siya sa comic?
Hindi siya tumatanda.
Oh
sa
God.
Life with Archie, doon lang sila nag-college. Pero yun, kung titignan nyo, 63, so parang, medyo in-explore na nila yun na gano'n.
So many people grew up with the series.
Pero yun, parang kagaya nga nung sinabi ni classmate Vince kanina, na parang, isa rin sa mga gustong patunayan ng authors, ng creators, is that, firm sila with their decision. Pero yun nga, inaabangan pa rin ng mga tao kung mabibend ba yung decision. Like, di ba sa Family Guy, si CV, ayan, di ba? Si Brian, yun. Nabalik siya. Kasi nagkaroon ng petition, na ibalik siya. So, parang sa How I Met, nagkaroon ng alternative ending or yung kasi gusto ng fans. So,
and other comic books din, di ba? Na,
Superman.
ang daming mga reboot, rehash na, nabuhay
totoo
siya.
yan,
Ganun. Tapos, sobrang interesting lang ng atake nila dito na sa publicity na, usually, kapag may mamamatay na character, they're just going to tease na may mawawala. Abangan nyo na lang
at hindi
kung
nila
sino.
sinasabi kung sino yung specific character, diba?
Pero ito talagang nilatag nila lahat na may mamamatay, na may dahilan ko ba't siya mamamatay. Pero sa ibang platform ay mabubuhay pa rin siya.
So parang medyo magulo,
feeling ko kasi kaya rin siya in-announce na mamamatay. Kasi, siya si Archie Andrews Siya yung bearer nung comics.
True.
Pero kung halimbawa sabihin natin mamamatay si Betty or si Veronica, hindi ganun kalaki yung impact.
Ka-explosive,
Pero yun, since siya yung bearer nung name, and siya yung parang pinaka icon na. So parang sobrang laki na impact na mamamatay na si Archie Andrews.
Well, ikaw ba, classmate James, nagpe-petition ka ba para buhayin?
Kung meron. Pero kasi, kagaya nga ng sinabi nila, nandun pa rin naman yung high school life ni Archie. Dire-diretso siya na comics na nangyayari. Pero kasi parang ikaw, kung nagmamature ka na rin, gusto mong malaman na ito, possibility of death, edi basahin natin yung number 36 issue ng Archie Comics.
Tsaka it's a different way of taking the story in a direction that is more, that considers the real world, other people who, yung all demographics. Diba?
So for you, it's okay na ina-explore ng Archie Comics yung possibilities of death, diba? Na parang nagiging totoo na nga na Archie is not just a comic character. I mean, may possibility na mamatay siya. Like, all of us.
So
oh my God, very
artis-
tragic.
So much artistic freedom, diba?
Yes.
So, ayun, abangan na lang natin kung ano ang mangyayari sa July naman na to So,
unting-antay na lang.
Mas mabilis pa kaya sa DVD na How I Met Your Mother.
Oo nga.
So, ayun, maraming salamat salamat mga classmates sa pagtutok ngayong umaga sa Student YO Universe, and thank you din classmate James for joining us today. So as usual next week, pagsimula ng Boses ng Estudyante strip ay mapapakinggan ang Lakwa Chica 10 to 11 a.m. dito pa rin sa DZUP 1602.
At after naman ng Student YO Universe ay ang Talatugtugan. It's an hour of music, 'di ba? 11 to 12 noon.
Ang Student YO Universe ay hatid sa inyo ng DZUP Radio Circle, the only org that goes on air, at ng himpilang ito, DZUP 1602, Kasali Ka! Muli, ako po si Nina.
At ako naman si Vince.
At ito, si classmate James. O, diba? Star siya eh. At ito, ang Student YO Universe, where your voice is our number one choice.
Student YO Universe.
Pinaka-latest sa pop culture trend.
Bring the latest and the hottest trending topics. From the ultimate movers and shapers
It's very interesting na ang daming nominations na nakuha ng The Artist.
to everything else under the sun.
I'm very excited kasi ito na yung Olympics eh.
We don't just listen to the student's voice, we amplify it.
Ayun po sa anti-planking law, parang sobrang lang yan. Kasi, di ba?
Because it's not just a student's world, it's our universe. Student YO Universe.